everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is another class in my little April mini series for spring, the final class in the series. It's going to be a really gentle flow to yin. So we'll do a few movements just to get a little bit into the muscles and the joints, and then we'll slow it right down for just a couple of still twists at the end. Before you get too comfortable, make sure you have a couple of cushions to hand, maybe some extra layers, a blanket for Shavasana to make yourself super cozy at the end. And we'll make a start lying down. So head there when you're ready. Once you're lying on your back, just take the soles of the feet together and let the knees drop open into that diamond shape, Supta Baddha Konasana. And perhaps just let the hands rest somewhere on your body, maybe on your tummy, your chest, or the legs. Close your eyes and just enjoy a nice deep breath in and a big sigh out. As always, just using this time at the top of your practice to arrive, to gather your thoughts, relax your body, and capture your breath. At the end of this series, as we have moved through a really nice sequence of classes to celebrate spring, this last class is all about just bringing your body, your mind, your breath back into balance. Restoring the body, relaxing the mind, de-stressing. Just an opportunity to find a little more calm on your mat. Just another couple of breaths here. Completely fall into the ground. In your own time, go to a nice big full body stretch, reaching the arms up to the sky. Send the arms up and over, stretch out the legs, and then bring the right knee into your chest. Wrap the hands around that right shin, be super soft through the hips. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, just gently squeeze that right thigh closer to your chest. Inhale back off. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Keeping that right knee at your chest. Just let the left knee come up and meet it. Both knees now at the chest. Wrap the hands around the shins. Maybe add a gentle little rock side to side. And then swap sides. Keep the left knee at your chest, send the right leg long and straight to the floor. Relax both legs, inhale, and as you exhale, that left knee draws a little tighter towards the chest, the arms doing the work. Inhale to back off. Exhale, squeeze the knee in. Inhale to back off. And exhale, squeeze it in. Keeping that left knee at the chest. Bring the right knee back. So both legs at the chest together. And again, give yourself a little squeeze. Gentle little rock side to side. Massage into the lower back. Keeping the knees at the chest. Just release the arms, open them wide. Maybe a little bend in the arms if needed. And gently roll the knees over to the left. And just gently roll all the way until the knees hit the floor. Relax through the right shoulder and just take 2 or 3 breaths here. Lifting the knees up, roll them back through the middle and all the way over to the right hand side. Left shoulder now nice and heavy into the floor. Doesn't have to be a super deep twist. Just relax through the tummy, through the core. Breath or two more. And then recover both knees back into the middle. Bring the hands now behind the back of the thighs. Take a gentle rock and roll forwards and backwards. Nice and easy. Build a little bit of momentum and we'll meet all the way over in our tabletop. Rolling to your hands and your knees in the middle of your mat. Bringing the hands under the shoulders. And the knees under the hips, arms are nice and straight. With your next inhale, the belly drops, look up towards the sky. And as you exhale around the spine, chin tucks to chest. Inhale to your cow pose, lift the tail. Exhale, scoop the tailbone under. One more cycle. Take a breath in, return to cow pose, dropping the belly, tuck under the toes, and as you exhale, downward dog, push off the knees, lengthening the legs. Adjust the feet at the back of your mat, maybe go a little wide for a nice comfy stance. Nice and tight with the elbows, bend and stretch through the legs, maybe adding in a little twist to the hips. Have a wiggle on the spot. When you feel about ready for it, find stillness, just relax through the heels. Perhaps staying soft through the knees if needed so you can lengthen the tailbone, armpits nice and big. Belly button draws to spine, inhale. And exhale. From here, let's walk forwards to the top of the mat, take your time. Feet a comfortable distance, hip distance apart, soft in the knees, just dangle over the legs. Maybe add in that grab the opposite elbow, gentle little sway side to side. Just let go of any tension and tightness and stress. Just let it roll off your back. Letting the hands drop to the ground, slow motion curl up through the spine, rising to stand tall in Tadasana. When you reach the top, maybe have a few shoulder shrugs, just to open up across the chest. Your next inhale, reach the arms high to the sky. As you exhale, soften the knees and fold. Halfway lift, maybe sliding the hands up the shins, lengthen the upper back. Exhaling, bend the knees and fold. Go again, half lift, inhale. Belly button draws to spine, exhaling and fold. Drop the head, one more, half lift. And release down. Let the hands flop to the floor, bend the knees, separate the feet, maybe almost as wide as your mat. Turning out the toes, sit down into your yogi squat. Just as deep as the body allows. And from here, maybe just have a little kind of swivel foot to foot. If you need to kind of wake up the hips a little bit. Nice option, guys. If you do happen to have a brick, you could always sit on a brick to make that a little more comfortable, nice and easy. Or if you're quite happy just as you are, hips down in between the legs. Let's take one more breath in. Releasing the hands to the floor. Take a forward fold, just to lengthen out the legs. Planting the hands under the shoulders, step back to your high plank and flow through a vinyasa. Scoop the tailbone under, breathe in, shoulders forwards, exhale, bend the elbows, option to lower the knees. Rolling over the tops of the feet, squeeze those glutes, rise the shoulders, high cobra, downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Length through the upper body. Just relaxing the weight into the feet. Inhale here. And exhale. With your next breath, let's ripple forwards once again to high plank. Option to use the knees. Lower the chest all the way to the ground. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Coming to lie down on your tummy. Untuck the tops of the feet. And just extend the feet nice and long behind you. Move one hand a little bit wider. Point the elbows to the sky off your mat. Squeeze those glutes, take an inhale, lift the chest and ripple up. High cobra, lengthening the arms. Soften back down, dropping the forehead towards the floor. And again, squeeze those glutes, inhale, rise up. And exhale, calm down. One more time, press the floor away, lift up. And release down, keeping the hands as they are. Curl the right heel to your bum and just start to roll onto your left hand side. Try and tap the right foot to the floor behind you. Big stretch for the left shoulder. When you feel okay, bring the right leg back down. Come back to your tummy, swap sides, left heel to bum. Use a little press into the hands and swap sides. Maybe flatten the right palm to the floor. And swap. Right heel to bum, left hand to the ground. Twist onto your left hand side, right foot comes behind you. And back to your tummy. Left heel to bum, push the floor away. Tap that foot behind you. Good, let's do that one more time. So you're kind of twisting the lower body, trying to keep the shoulders in line. And last time, swap sides, left foot behind you, twist. And come back to the middle. Hands move under the shoulders, push the hips all the way back to the heels and just relax down into child's pose. Let the arms soften, bow the head down. Take one more breath where you are. And then start to rise back up to our tabletop. So coming into your all fours, and bring the knees a comfortable distance apart. And just scooch over to the left-hand side of your mat. So there's a bit of space kind of on the right-hand side. And you're going to keep the 90-degree bend at the knee and at the hip. And just with support, start to lay your right hip down on the ground. So you create this kind of stacked zigzag with the knees. Keeping both hands on the floor, you might just stay here. Perhaps grab your cushions, bringing the chest a little bit closer, maybe using two or just the one, encouraging the chest as close to the floor as possible. So we're actually kind of mimicking our supine twist here, but actually prone, so on our front instead. Open the arms as much as you need and see if you can actually look to your right hand so that you're really completing the twist. Once you arrive into the twist, just settle into the mat. We're going to hold this pose for a wee bit longer than our other shapes, just so that we can really start to feel the benefit of the twist. This is a really nice kind of variation of a spine twist. It's not very often that we come to this one on the tummy. We kind of always tend to go for the one on our back. So it's quite nice to mix it up. So we're going to stay here for another 2 minutes. And in that time, just let yourself completely relax. See if you can let go of your tummy, the ribs, maybe even shut down the eyes and close off your senses. And this is the time just to enjoy being still. And the magic happens when we stop fidgeting, when we completely surrender to the pose. One more minute here. That's really only just a handful of breaths. What can you let go? What can you drop, release, sink into the floor a little bit more? Nearly there, doing well. Come through 4 or 5 more breaths. Taking your time, slowly start to make your way out. Just press back up onto your hands. And we'll come back to tabletop. Move slow. No need to rush. Perhaps move the cushion out the way for now. Separate the legs back into the middle of your mat. And what might feel good now is a little cat and cow. Just to release the spine, take a breath in, belly drops, and exhale round through those shoulders. Do that as many times as you need. Coming back to a flat spine, we'll take it on the other side. Move over to the right hand side of the mat. Keeping the 90-degree bend in the knees. Just guide that left hip immediately to the floor where it is. Grab your cushions. And if this is a little bit tight, you could always stack cushions. Use as many as you need to lift the chest. If you've got a bolster, great. Otherwise, just relaxing the arms down, little bend through the elbows. You could always use your hands as a cushion under your forehead if you're pretty flexy and the chest is quite close to the ground. And again, wanting to finish the twist by taking the gaze over to the left hand. And once you arrive into the shape, shut down the eyes. Take your time to find that point where you feel that you can then just let go and be still. And from there, just enjoy the peace and the quiet. Perhaps notice if there's any difference to the twist on this side. Maybe it's a little bit harder for you to release, or maybe it's easier. Just treating this pose as its own shape, Now releasing everything from head to toe and melting a little deeper into the ground. 2 more minutes. Don't forget to keep breathing, keep it soft and smooth, using the breath just to melt into the shape, to hold your focus, softening the gaze, softening thoughts in your mind. As you hold on just a little while longer, nearly there. Enjoy the last 4 or 5 breaths. When you're ready, slowly starting to make your way out. Again, no rush, take your time. Coming back to tabletop in the middle of your mat. Push the cushion out the way and just go for a few little cat and cows once again. Really focusing on that exhale and that doming of the spine and the rounding of the shoulders. And we use this as an opportunity just to kind of reset the spine to come back to neutral. Maybe taking a little pause in your final cat shape, rounding the shoulders. And then gently sitting back on the heels. From here, slide off, sit on your bum, bring the legs around in front, scooch forwards. Take the legs out ahead of you. Take a nice big stretch, reach the arms high, inhale. And as you exhale, just fold forwards, everything relaxed. Hands drop one either side of each leg, drop down through the head. And you want to feel like you're just hanging. Just 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, relax. And again. One more, just drop over the legs. Slow motion, curl up through the spine. Drag the hands along the floor, using the hands, come to lie down. Before you get there, maybe grab your cushions. If you want a little support for the knees, bring one cushion under each knee and then come to lie down. From here, maybe grab your blanket, any extra layers, make yourself cozy, comfy, settle into your Shavasana. Final relaxation of our spring series. Close your eyes, maybe let the hands rest on the tummy and just enjoy this final moment in stillness, in peace to yourself. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it away. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, start to come back into your space, back into your body. Take a nice big stretch when you're ready. Hug your knees into the chest, and from there gently roll over to one side. Using a hand press up to a comfortable seated position. Maybe grab one of your cushions to sit on. Leave the eyes closed. And just notice how you now feel. The change in this season brings new opportunities. Stay positive, keep moving forwards, keep motivating yourself and those around you. Get ready for some warmer weather. Thank you for joining me on this spring journey of yoga in April. To finish your practice, thank yourself for the time and the energy you've given to your practice today. Closing with palms together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being here, tuning into this video, for watching and flowing with me. I really enjoyed creating this little series for April. Springtime is one of my favorite times to really connect your practice to what's going on in the world, with the changes in the earth and the seasons and the weather and your energy. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. Please do let me know if I can help to get in touch, any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here on my YouTube channel. If you are looking for some more full-length practices, check out my website. I've got an on-demand membership. I would love to see some of you over there if you fancy it. Some big changes happening in the next couple of months, so keep an eye out. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Until the next time, see you soon.